Winter Wildcards is turning out to be an absolutely crazy promo. We have got Declan Rice, and I've got a feeling that this might be one of the best holding CDMs on FC25. Are you tired of having a terrible team on FC25? Well, today I have a solution for you. Welcome to lootbar.gg, the cheapest place to get your coins. Not only are they 8 to 10% cheaper than other competitors, they're also a lot cheaper than FC points. Lootbar now also offer 8% extra coins on every single order. Also, plenty of creators are using Lootbar. Not only is it Zorky and Manny using Lootbar, we have plenty of creators joining the platform such as Wakes, Blush and Abdel. Lootbar's reviews are also excellent. They also offer a really fast delivery service, getting you your coins within 30 minutes. And make sure when you are buying your coins that you use Viper at checkout to get an 8% discount. Make sure to go to the pinned comment or the description of this video to get your coins from Lootbar. So guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for clicking on this video. And if you are enjoying the content, please leave a like and subscribe. This Declan Rice is coming in really nicely. It's about 500,000 coins as of the time of recording this. 6'1", controlled lengthy, 3-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, which is very important on midfielders. 2 playstyle pluses, intercept plus, and block plus, which is really nice. In terms of roles, he can play at centre mid. He's only got box to box plus there. In CDM, he has got wide half, which no one cares about, centre half plus, deep line playmaker plus, and holding plus, which is where we're going to be playing him as a single pivot as well, as I feel like this card is one of the only CDMs on the game that really has the properties and the ability to be a single pivot. And I think that's important for this card, and I think it's important to say that because players like Patry really need to be played in a double pivot, where I think Rice has got all of the qualities to hold down the line on his own, which, you know, he does in real life. Actually, he plays as a central midfielder in real life, doesn't he? But this card as a defensive-minded midfielder at CDM in a single pivot, I think is the play for the card. In terms of his play styles, he's got ping pass, which is good to see. He's got long ball pass, which is also good to see. In terms of defending play styles, he's got bruiser, which take it or leave it really. Anticipate, intercept plus, and block plus. Amazing. He's also got press proven, which is good for a player like this that is going to feel relatively heavy, I think. Even though he's got 84 base dribbling, which is quite kind from EA, and I like that. I know he's a good dribbler in real life, but usually on CDMs, EA are very harsh on the dribbling stat. As we go to the in-games, he's got good pace, and you can see that we've applied a shadow here, so he's actually getting 90 base pace now. His shooting, whilst it looks quite stinky, he's got good shot power and long shots, so his Travellas might actually be okay. His passing is very good, bar his vision. 82 vision is a little bit on the low side. No one cares about crossing on a central defensive midfielder. His short pass at 88 is really good, and his long pass at 89 is also really nice, as well as 84 curve, which is decent for him. Dribbling wise, he's actually been nice. 80 agility and balance is good, really good for the kind of player he is. 87 reactions and 88 composure is more than good enough. 86 ball control and 84 dribbling is also really nice. Defensively, absolute unit. 98 interceptions. He's got 92 defensive awareness, 98 stand tackle, and 99 slide tackle, with then 85 jumping, which is good. He's 6'1" as well. 95 stamina, which is amazing considering he doesn't have Relentless Silver. 87 strength and 90 aggression. This card looks incredible. I hope he plays as such in game. He's going to be on holding plus in a 4-1-4-1. We're going to go into the Elite Division. Let's test out this card and see how good he is. Here is game 1 coming up with Declan Rice. Rice, very nice there. Just in the right place, right time there for him. Yeah, nice. He felt good there. He felt good. That's a terrible touch from Skullsy, though. Rice again. Very nice. Good turn, actually, too. Easy for Rice. This is now game number 2 coming up with Declan Rice. He was good in the first one. Declan. Good pass. Passing's felt good on this card so far. Can he find that? Oh. He's a little bit slow. He is a little bit slow. Not in, like, the pace department. I don't mean that. I mean, he doesn't feel insanely responsive, I think is what I'm trying to say. His jockeying feels good. And, of course, as that single pivot, I think he's going to be great. Yeah, his jockeying feels nice. I don't know what the bloody hell this guy's doing, mind. That's really good from Rice. That's really good. And we're starting to counter here. This is nice. Good balls there from Rice. Good balls. Just going to look back into him here as well. He's got a bit of time on the ball. Good ball there into Hoyland. Okay. His ping passes, guys, are brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant for starting counter-attacks and for just starting attacks generally. Good, Rice. Good. Very nice. Until the pass. I don't really, like... I can't move with him too well, I think is what I'm trying to say. He doesn't move very cleanly, which is a bit annoying. That's a good pass, though. That's a really good ball. It's good from Rice. That's good from Rice, man. He's been brilliant so far. Whilst he is a little bit heavy and a bit leggy, I would say, he has been brilliant. Really, really good at holding down the line by himself. Here is Rice. Yeah, his general passing is really nice. Can he find this? This is the big one. Oh, why have you stopped your run, Garnacho? This is now game number 3 coming up with Declan Rice. I've really enjoyed him so far. All right then, guys. Let's talk about this Declan Rice for a minute. I really like him. I don't think he's as... I don't think he's got as many mobility issues as I kind of thought he did. Like, he is a little bit dodgy, but his ability to kind of turn into space and turn around a midfielder and break the kind of press is something that I have actually quite liked about him. And he is really good at doing it. Now, in these kind of positions here, you've got to be a little bit careful with him. But if you can get through there and find a ping pass, you're just cooking. You are absolutely cooking. I also think his AI, positionally, is crazy. Like, really, really, really goddamn good. Nice, Rice. Really good from him. That's good from Rice. Oh, that was really good from Rice. We're unlucky there. Yeah, that's a nice pass as well. Here's Rice. Yeah, look at that. To be fair, his mobility isn't that bad. I thought it was a bit worse than that, but it's actually proved me a little bit wrong. Oh, wow, yeah. He doesn't struggle with his mobility like I thought he did. Oh, that's nice. Guys, this card's brilliant, man. Yeah, he's not probably as good as I thought he was going to be. But, you know, we haven't even got to use the block on him at all. Jesus. As you can see there, right? I don't know what it is. Maybe it's his pace? I'm not too sure. Something don't feel right with the card. Something don't feel right with him. But also, positionally, genuinely, the best CDM, positionally. And his ability to drive is quite good, as you can see there as well. Of course, on that lengthy. I think this card's good, man. I think this card is really good. Is he the best CDM on the game? I think it's arguable. I do think it's arguable. It's Rice again, guys. Good outball as well there. Can he find that one too? No. Oh, nearly. All right, guys, as we talk about Declan Rice, I'm a bit torn on the card in terms of the value. At 500k, I don't think he's so much better than Casemiro Flashback. I don't think he's so much better than like an N'Golo Kante Globetrotters, Makalele. What I will say is he's really, really, really well versed. And whilst the card looks like a CDM only, he's got the ability to play at central midfield very well, in my opinion. I do think that there are considerably better midfielders on the game. But in central midfield, you can play him on that box-to-box plus, which I wouldn't really recommend. So you are kind of forced to play him as a CDM. What I would say is holding plus is the best for a CDM. But centre-half plus, I think you should try with this card as well, because he is so good defensively. His AI defensively is crazy. And I think that's a big selling point of the card for me. I think his pace is good for a CDM. I think his shooting is much of a muchness. You're not really going to get to use it. I think his passing is good, not outrageous. I actually think Casemiro is better here. But I do like the fact that he's not that heavy, which we'll talk about in a bit more detail shortly. In terms of the passing, though, he can't find any through balls. His ping passes, of course, are really good. His long balls are very inconsistent. So don't expect him to be playing over the tops and being really consistent with them. As I say, I do think Casemiro is better at that. Dribbling-wise, I thought he was a bit immobile at the start, but as we played a bit more with him, I actually didn't think he was bad dribbling-wise. I think he's good at driving into spaces. I think the press proven is quite clutch for this card as well, as he does feel really strong, and it allows his left stick to not feel absolutely woeful. I don't know if I think the dribbling can kind of save the card, though, from being so much better than the likes of Casemiro and Makalele and Kante. I do think Kante is like 300k and offers better jockeying than this Rice. His jockey is okay, but I've used CDMs with better jockeying. It's better than Casemiro's, let's say. It's not as good as Makalele's, and it's not as good as Kante. So make sure you take that into consideration. As we move on to the most important things, though, defensively, as I've talked about briefly, his defensive AI and his positioning is by far the best I've used at CDM. By far. Of course, he was getting played on Holding Plus Plus as well. You've got to remember that because that might play into it with the FCIQ. But positionally, there is no one better than that I've used at CDM. By some distance as well. Always in the right position. Always cutting out passes. Always trying to cut out passing lanes as well, which is really, really nice. And yeah, I've got no faults with him defensively at all. We haven't even talked about the fact that he's got Intercept Plus. So good on a CDM. So good. And the Anticipate is also really, really helpful to actually tackle and keep the ball. Block Plus, we didn't actually use once. And I think the only way you're going to be able to utilise the Block Plus is if you play him at centre-half plus. Because he doesn't actually sit deep enough to use it, really. It's a bit of a wasted playstyle plus, in my opinion. I'd much prefer this as a silver and then long ball pass plus, really. But yeah, if you don't play him on centre-half plus, you're not going to feel any benefits, really, with the Block Plus, which does make it a bit of a waste, in my opinion. Physically as well, monster. Really big and tall in game. Very good in the air. Great stamina. Very strong and very aggressive. I like this card. I don't think he's 500k good. I think the most I'd pay for this card is 250, 300. But if you're looking for someone that is a bit more mobile than like a Casemiro or than your typical CDM, can progress the play really nicely and has insane positional sense, this would be the best CDM on the game if you want that. His AI is outrageous, guys. Absolutely outrageous, and is the number one thing I can say for this card. As I do say, though, 250, 300k maximum is what I'd pay for this card.